Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And a throw right sideline is complete. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards.
I think that typically we expect teams to save their home run plays for later in the game when they feel like they have an advantage over a defense. But in this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
Herbert on first down now. Complete again to Robertson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First down, and they stick with Ekeler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Raiders 0. Dustin Hopkins to pick up for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 8. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but it's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
They're going to try and throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Raiders at 9-2 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Dragon 60.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pot free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop the throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson. Up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. It's Eckler again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll go option to the short side, and he is going to lose yardage here. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Raiders 7. Justin Hopkins to kick off with the Chargers.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Counter play with Jacobs. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
Ready, set.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 6. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They go with Jacobs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Herbert. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Nice and strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
18, Rebel, 18, Rebel.
One more time with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Julio Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 2. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Abdullah to return. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So we've reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. start by running the option to the right. Past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Eckler now between the tackles. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Eckler again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Herbert off of play action. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 5.
Chargers 41, Raiders 16.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll look to throw here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Fair catch. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
19 Tiger.
Jacobs going to try the middle. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll set up to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll set up a throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 4. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Third and long, it's Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And here comes Abdullah on the return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfrow. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Left wing 19. 50
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd down at 5. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Herbert. takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down. Needing a touchdown to win it. And they might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.